Hey guys, Love is Dead, another international match for you. It is the second game of LGD versus Zenith. And it looks like what we got out here is actually, so LGD won the first game, Zenith has to pick up 2 against the undefeated champions in order to be able to win this. So they have an uphill battle to make. There's a Chen, Nagasiren, and Invoker ban out, Rubik, Morphling, and Darksphere. So Morphling is just, he's been really strong for LGD, but LGD can play just any carry. Sylar can play just any carry, so it doesn't really matter. The Lycanthrope is going to get through, and Zenith is going to be able to pick it up. So we'll have to make it, I mean, Lycanthrope is weak early on. He's weak early on, he's kind of weak in the middle, unless he gets the farm. So if LGD are sure saw this coming, when you leave Lycanthrope through, the other team basically is just going to pick it up. So I think they knew that this was going to happen, and they probably have 2 picks or an entire strategy that's going to go against it. Nature's Prophet, Chaos Knight. So not exactly what I expect. Well, I mean, it's too hard to say what is going to be their strategy against Lycanthrope. Maybe they're just going to go for a team fight. Maybe they're going to ignore Lycanthrope. I don't know if they're going to go in and try to shut down the jungle completely. They still have an Enchantress to do that if they want to, but I haven't really seen Enchantress too much, or perhaps that's because she's been banned so much lately. Let's see what Zenith's going to pick up to support their Lycanthrope. Navi had a good success here with picking up Anti-Mage, but that was actually because Havas played a really strong aggressive Anti-Mage, kept making sure that Lycanthrope was protected from the long lane, sorry, the short lane, easy lane, I always get those two confused. Just going to call it the easy lane, safe lane. And he made sure that Lycanthrope was protected, and Dendi didn't let anyone into the jungle. So Lycanthrope was fine. Puppy was able to farm. If you caught that game, that is why they were able to steamroll it, because they got the farm on Anti-Mage, they got the farm on Lycan, and were able to make it through the early game and take down the mid game. So we're going to have to see. I mean, Anti-Mage is actually, I'll talk about this as well, Lycanthrope is a great pusher, and Anti-Mage is actually a great pusher. With that Battle Fury, he can push really well. So they had 2 really strong heroes to push, and really 2 strong heroes are really difficult to kill when they push. So that lineup was really strong. We'll have to see what Zenith are going to pick up. They're going to go with Leshrac. That may indicate some more push. And they got another pick. They got 22 seconds left for this. Actually, this is the end of their reserve time. Making sure they pick carefully. They do have to win this, or else they're going to be dropped down into the loser's bracket. I believe that's how it works.
Assassin.
Templar Assassin. Okay. So they're going to have Lycanthrope taking the majority of the farm, which was different from Navi's strategy, because Lycanthrope was in the jungle, and that's sort of like a secondary farm. It doesn't get quite as much farm as in lane. But I think Anti-Mage got bigger than Lycanthrope, and Lycanthrope was sort of the second guy. But Templar Assassin and Lycanthrope, I think that means Templar Assassin usually gets secondary amount of farm, unless they're just planning on giving her the 3rd amount and picking up another hero. But we have to see how they decide to run that. If they're going to go with sort of a semi-carry Templar Assassin role. Let's see what LGD is going to pick up for this. So Zenith's going with they're going with the team fight. Templar Assassin can really only be used for that purpose, hoping that they can beat out LGD's team fight. It's going to be a little bit difficult right now because of the Chaos Knight. If he can land a stun on Templar Assassin, we do something. I think that means that Venomancer. I mean, LGD should really pick up Venomancer right now to deal with Templar Assassin, in my opinion. But they may not really have to do that. The damage over time thing really screws with her because of her refraction. If you don't know, refraction has an 6 instances where they negate all damage. She can pop that off every 17 seconds for 75 mana. So that is what she spams. Venomancer is a great hero against her, because if you look at this, we have Venomous Gale. It deals damage over time. We have Poison Sting, damage over time. Plague Wards, which I don't think damage over time, but it's just another amount of damage, and Poison Nova, which deals damage over time. So I'm kind of interested to see if they're going to run Venomancer in the mid lane. If they put Venomancer with Chaos Knight against Templar Assassin, she's going to have one hell of a time trying to do anything in that lane. So we'll have to see if they're going to go with that. Nature's Prophet can be put anywhere. May see a return of him into the jungle.
5 seconds
Remains to be seen. They're going to be the banning out right now. They're actually taking a little bit of time. Queen of Pain is going to be banned out, so that is another damage over time hero that could be used against Templar Assassin. She has her what's it called, the dagger. I can't remember the full name, but the dagger is able to deal damage over time as well. So that's going to be banned out against her. I'm kind of surprised. Well, banning out Venomancer early. I'm not sure if they really could have done that. But, ban out Brewmaster, making sure that Zenith doesn't have that teamfight initiation. They still have Tidehunter available. They have Enigma available. They're really looking for... I can't see them doing much else but teamfight. They could pick up a Tinker. But Templar Assassin's probably going to take the mid lane, so they would have to put Tinker in the solo in the bottom lane. And he would... I don't know how well he's going to do against with the Lycanthrope in the jungle. So probably going to have to pick up a hero that's going to... They need a hero that's going to be able to take the solo lane in the bottom without being able to have support in the jungle taking farm from there. Because they don't want to take any farm away from Lycanthrope. And Ancient Apparition is going to be banned out. LGD used that last time. Good scouting from him. And again, damage over time with his ultimate. And they're going to ban out Tidehunter, which is actually a good idea. Tidehunter, a great initiation tool. Great teamfight tool. I think they're definitely gonna play Leshrac on the support role. Remains to be seen exactly who he's going to be paired with. However, I don't think he's going to support in the mid lane, but I'm really not sure where he's gonna go. I think they're gonna do a solo. Yeah, they're definitely gonna do. Shadow Demon is also gonna be a support. Usually, you put Leshrac and Shadow Demon together, so they could put Templar Assassin down in the bottom lane to solo. And Lina is going to be picked up. Some burst damage coming out from LGD. They're really looking for the team fight. Although Lina is also a good split pusher with her Dragon Slave. Called Dragon Slave? Yes, it is Dragon Slave. And she's favored on the Chinese teams for her split push ability with this Dragon Slave. She's not too... she gets a little bit of a... She actually gets a bit of an attack speed boost and movement speed boost. And Slardar is picked up by Zenith. So, they're looking for the minus armor they could cast off on whoever LGD picks up for their hard carry. I don't think their hard carry role has been filled yet. Unless it's Chaos Knight. But, kind of interesting to see what they're going to be picking up. And I really don't know what any of the teams are doing for lanes. They do have a lot of options open, and it is the lone Druid. So, Sylar's going to be playing the lone Druid. Got to make sure that they deal... They kind of have to try to stop him. LGD is very farm dependent right now. Nature's Prophet, Chaos Knight, and Lone Druid all need farm. Lycanthrope needs farm up until the mid game. Templar Assassin doesn't need too much farm. Slardar needs a bit of farm. Shadow Demon and Leshrac don't really need farm. But I cannot predict the lanes at all. There are just a lot of options that they could decide to go with. And I forgot to turn it off directed. There we go. So, Ice is going to be playing the farming Lycanthrope. We have Freedom, support Shadow Demon, XY also want support Leshrac. Loda going to be playing the Slardar, and HY is going to be playing on the Templar Assassin. DDC is going to be playing his Chaos Knight. He played that last game. Sylar is going to be on the Lone Druid, and DD is going to be playing the Venomancer. Yao is playing on the Lina, and finally Zhao is playing on his Nature's Prophet, which he played last game. So it looks like Zenith are going to go and try to ward this camp up top. They're not going to find anyone on LGD's side. LGD don't know where. No one showed up in lane yet, so no one knows where it is. LGD going to play it safe, going to let them do whatever warding that they want to do, and probably just try to de-ward it on their own once they know what is up. Observer ward placed down here by Freedom.
To battle.
And they're going to back themselves away. Don't want to lose a early. Want to lose early. And they definitely would. I think they would lose the level 1 fight. Chaos Knight. Yeah, I mean Chaos Bolt could do. And DD is pretty good early game, but it would be a toss-up for first level 1 fight. So we're gonna have to see how the lanes work out right now. HY going to be in the middle lane, it seems. So Templar Assassin is going to be there. And where is Venomancer going? DD is going bottom with the Venomancer, so Templar Assassin is not going to have to worry about that. Although Sylar seems to be going in the middle lane here. Interesting to see that. And that's we'll have to see how that works out. Sylar in the middle lane, sending his bear up, making sure he doesn't get ganked. Scouting that one out. Now that he knows that that's not going to happen, just going to go on HY. Refraction is going to be popped off there. And I actually haven't seen a Lone Druid in the middle lane yet. So I was going to be taking a solo lane top, and that's going to be against Loda and a tri-lane actually here from Freedom. Freedom and XY and the Leshrac Shadow Demon, and the bottom lane is going to be a tri-lane against Ice, who's trying to farm the lane by himself. He may have a hard time with this one though if they get a Chaos Bolt off, Venomous Gale, and then hitting the combination here with Lightning Strike, Light Strike Array. DDC just needs to start it off with Chaos Bolt, and Lycanthrope will go down. He's really going to have a difficult time getting farm at all here. He's only got one last hit, and he could have gotten that one, but actually that was not it. So that is a combination right there. They're going to have a Chaos Bolt. Not going to hit long enough to couple with the Light Strike Array, but they do have the Venomous Gale popped up after that. And they do, and he's gonna have a Clarity Potion, so he can initiate again at 140 mana for that Chaos Bolt. First blood I missed up in the top lane while talking about this. It is Nature's Prophet. Having a hard time against this top lane, the tri-lane here. Missing that.
Dire
Shucks.
structures are fortified.
Dire structure is going to be fortification, and he's going to TP himself in to the top lane here. Going into the trees to make sure that he doesn't get initiated on yet again. The Shadow Demon and Leshrac combination is really huge. Split Earth plus Disruption basically makes sure that Zhao can't do anything. And Loda coming in, probably picking up that kill. I think that was who got the kill. Yeah, he got the kill. Slardar is really good early game. And in the mid game, but he kind of trails off after that one. We're going to see how they use him into the mid game. Templar Assassin getting the rune actually, and Sylar. What's the farm looking like on here? We have an Orb of Venom here, and that gives him poison damage over time to deal with HY, which is a good build on him, but the bear is actually taking a lot of damage. And HY got 7 last hits versus Sylar, who's got 8, so they're doing fine in this middle. She's doing fine against this middle lane, but susceptible to ganks, and Venomancer is forgoing the tri-lane up top, hiding himself up here. In the middle lane, perhaps they're going to keep with the support role, but we have a smoke up here from Zenith. They're going to go in, looking down into the middle lane, and actually going to get spotted out by the Sentry Ward, but actually there's no vision. They have to, someone has to see them, have to go up there and reveal them off, and they were just waiting for it. Sylar looking pretty, man, Nature's Prophet goes down again. A solo kill for him while I'm looking at this, and I really want to see if this is going to happen. They reveal themselves off too early, have to back themselves away. That gank did not happen for Zenith, but Nature's Prophet, wait a minute, did Nature's Prophet gets the kill bottom lane against Ice. I'm sorry, I missed that. I was looking too much at this middle lane. Missing the kills, man. Not doing well this match. Anyways, I think Lycanthrope may say, screw this, go to the jungle. I'm going to the jungle. Haven't gotten much farm. 4 last hits up on him. And he's going to lose this bottom tower. He's going down here in the bottom lane, trying to get some farm in this way. but he's taking a ton of damage right now from these creeps. Gonna get that hit right there, but he has to use some sort of salve to farm, get himself back up. And it looks like the ring of protection is finally bought, so he's gonna have the Basilius now. He's gonna destroy the bottom tower. Top tower is gone as well. So Zenith making sure that they keep up with the tri-lane on bottom. And Zhao's going to come up here to defend. They're going to push into this tier 2 tower. And going to dive past it, try to get Zhao, and they should be able to do so if they're able to get him. And they have a Loader going to get a stun. We have a second stun to come up following that from XY. And they're able to get Nature's Prophet, but it looks like Yao is going to be caught out right now, and that's a ton of damage on her. She's going to be stunned up and finished off. And but Leshrac actually goes down. Lena gets a kill for that one. I don't know if that was actually the tower that finished him off, but the gold does go to gold does go to Luna. HYH are coming in here in the middle lane. Sylar looking at 21 last hits. Chaos Knight is actually the one who's gotten the most, and secondary to Loda, and Ice is behind. And LGD going for a strength build against the Lycan, just making sure that he has a lot of hit points that he has to chew through. And Sylar taking a slow right now from the Templar Assassin, is able to get himself away. He was hit with the Shadow Demon slow, but I don't think there was enough follow through since the rest of his team TP'd up in here. We have 4 heroes ready to do something on the LGD side. The team's pretty equal right now. We're going to have a go. We have disruption up on Yao. Yao has to back away from her own illusions of herself. That's what I meant to say. And I'm going to look for another kill on Ice. It is DDC followed up by Yao here with a haste rune, and they might be able to get it right now. If they haven't hit the stun, they do hit one stun. And where is Yao? It's out. He has to back himself away. We have the Lycanthrope ultimate was baited out. He's going to try to run through the jungle. There are 3 heroes here. He knew that something was up. He got himself away. Going to try to... don't go on Yao, man. Get yourself away from this. Light Striker Ray misses, and it's too hard to catch him. Oh, he chews through the tree and gets himself away from that one. So nice play here from Ice. Making sure that he does not get stopped from Zhao eating through that tree. If he wasn't able to do that, that might have spelt a little more danger for him. Nice escape. But still having difficulty farming. Keeping him down in the early game is what needs to happen from LGD. They do have to commit a lot of heroes to do so, but they're really not losing out too much on farm. Sylar in the mid lane's got 29 last hits. Actually going to get a root up on HY. HY is going to be able to go down from this, and they do. The Sentry Ward is what was able to kill her there. And I'm surprised she didn't try to get away from that, but she didn't have a Blink Dagger, so I don't even know if you revealed if HY revealed himself off too early. It looks like Xiao is going to take a lot of damage from this, and they but if she revealed herself off even sooner, yeah, she just wasn't. There's no way she's going to be able to get away from that. I keep saying siege to this Templar Assassin. Anyways, we're going to go up in this top lane. Tower's going to be pressured. DD is the only one here to defend. Zenith making sure that if they're going to spend time to make kills, they are going to follow that up with some pushing on their own. Now we have Zenith rotating down here, trying to get a kill on sideline, which they haven't been able to do just yet. And pop off the ultimate here from Lycanthrope, going to send in the Wolves, and the rest of Zenith is here, and I think they should be able to solidify this kill. If they don't, that's not going to spell good things for them. They do get it off. DDC is up here. He gets disrupted up. Loda is going to chase him just a little bit. They do get a slow from Templar Assassin up on them. The Wolves are going to come in here. They're going to try to push down the tower. The rest of the whole team is here. They're kind of looking a little bit low on life. Nature's Prophet ultimate dealing a good amount of damage, and XY is going to get caught off, and now he goes down. They do not get the tower. 1-for-1 trade, but it is a support hero, so it's good that they killed him. But oh no, Freedom is going to be killed. Oh, he just gets away just in time. No stun was able to be hit off on him. So it was good. It was really good that they killed the lone druid. That's going to hold his farm back just a bit. He does have phase boots, but and his bear is gone down for 60 seconds.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Lose the bear. No, I'm not sure what other items he has, if he has anything else. So I have to wait till that bear's up before I can check that again. Native Prophet hasn't got a whole lot of farm rate yet. Probably looking for his Midas. XY just only with phase boots. Picked up finished up the magic wand. And Lashak doesn't have a whole lot. Freedom doesn't have a whole lot. What is Loda's build looking like right now? He's actually looking for a BKB with the Ogre Club. Does have finished up his treads. And let me just check on Lycanthrope right now. He has Medallion of Courage. Building that first to help him farm a bit faster. Quelling Blade to do so as well. Probably looking for, we're going to see if he decides to build a Vlad's, which he may do. And probably will do at some point. Just so you can be able to take Roshan. Roshan has not been contested just yet, but Lone Druid is able to destroy Roshan pretty quickly, as well as Lycanthrope. So that is going to be a key factor in this game. No one has wards up on it yet either. SSI's got 51 last hits. Catching up now. He is now in the lead in terms of last hits. Doing a good job on him. Got to make sure that he doesn't spiral out of control for LGD. And actually, LGD is getting pushed back right now. Yao is going to be chased by HY. And they're going to pressure in this tier 1 tower in the top lane. And LGD is going to come in to defend. Just making sure, Zenith now making sure that LGD have to follow what they want them to do. HY going to deal a little bit of damage. The bear is now back. Nothing up on the bear. Pretty far away from the sacred relic that he's looking for. Probably the Radiance. This middle lane, I don't think it's really working out as well. Yeah, it's really not working out as well as the safe lane would have been for him. But he's sticking with it, actually. Only got 46 last hits, though, and Loda as well as Lycanthrope are able. Oh, no, HY is going to get caught. Going to get rooted up. Going to get finished off. That is the end of Templar Assassin, who hasn't been really having too great of a game so far. Having difficulty in the middle lane, but really all her job is to make sure that Sylar doesn't get too big, which she has succeeded in. And is now pressuring in the bottom lane here. This is what Native Prophet does. Native Prophet good at. Looking to finish up his mechanism. Not quite there just yet, but getting kind of close. Needs a little bit more gold until he's able to have that one up. But Lycanthrope still farming up. Pretty fast farmer. Looking at the Vlads, almost there. I think actually that may be it. Yep, that is it. That is on the courier just now. And actually it's not on the courier. Courier goes back. Now picks it up and going back. Ice is going to be able to farm up quite quickly with that. Not going to worry about anything. And then they're going to look to start pushing in, and they've already gotten a 1 tower advantage, actually. No, sorry, there's no advantage. They just have 1 for 1, and they're probably going to look for that. Lone Druid, a good pusher, though. When the bear gets that demolished, which he's got. But still, without that Radiance, is usually held back from being too much in the battle. So just being able to make sure that he doesn't get that Radiance would be a great thing for Zenith to be able to do. They're going to smoke themselves up. Look in the top lane. Ice has dove himself up here. Vladimir's offering. He's not. Let's see.
Radiant's middle tower
Still
is
got
under
themselves
attack.
smoked. They got 5 of them here. They're committing into this team fight. And they could catch themselves Yao, but he's kind of good able to escape. There's a ton of stuns up on them. They're going to be able to go. They're going to go on Yao. And he's not going to be able to get away. That is canceled out, and Nature's Prophet goes down to 5 heroes in the top lane. That means that LGD are going to have to come up and defend their top tier 2 tower, but they're actually going to go for a trade. They get the middle tower before Zenith even reaches the tier 2 tower. They're going to go continuing pressuring the middle tier 2 tower. And I think they were looking for a kill, but actually they're going to trade that one. That tower is going to be melted down right now by Leshrac and the rest of the team. They're teleporting themselves back all the way into the base, and Zenith, they're not going to push into that one. That would definitely be a losing battle for them. Lycanthrope going to go feed up on inside their jungle. And he's actually not actually attacking the creeps. That's what I expect him to do, but he's trying not to commit so that he can escape just like that. Making sure he's not caught out, and his wolves are the only thing that's farming. They're invisible, and they're gonna look like they were gonna bite Zhao. Cylon here gets 3,000 gold, getting closer to that sacred relic. Still a bit away from the full radiance, and he's kind of looking at. Looks like he's looking at Roshan. No, he's just passing by Roshan at level 9. Just trying to get a farm on him. He's really kind of behind. He's got 70 last hits versus 15 more on Ice, Ice, Ice. So Necronomicon already being built on him. He only got the recipe though, so it doesn't have the actual items. And doesn't look like he's going for Power Treads next. Since he bought the recipe first, that commits him to the item. And he's just looking to farm as much as he can in the Radiant, in the Dire jungle. Trying to take that farm away from them so that Sylar doesn't get it. It's a really good strategy. Feed on your enemy. Feed on your enemy's resources. He's just taking up the lane as well, which is going to boost him ahead of Sylar, who really hasn't been able to get too much farm. He's like up to 100 last hits now. And actually, no. Okay, Belt of Strength. Now up on him. Going for a long-term build here with the Necronomicon. It may be good. It may be quite excellent for them though. Gives them a little bit more team fight presence because if they destroy that the 600 damage unit, when it's level 3. Oh no, actually HY is going to get caught out here. Stutz is going to be popped off. She's going to eat a 4-second stun, but the refraction is saving her a lot of damage, and Luna is going to finish off Shadow Demon. Luna is going to go down for it though, and DDC. Freedom is quite low, the bear is quite low, and they're trying to finish off DDC. I don't think they're going to be able to grab it unless they hit a nice slow right now, which they do. But it is Lodo. He has to dive in pretty far right now. That would be pretty dangerous for him to go in on that one. The amplified damage got up onto the Venomancer, but they're not able to get that Blink Dagger purchase up on Templar Assassin. That's going to help her get help HY get the kills. But look, Ice, 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 top lane. And he has to teleport himself out of this one. They do need a stun. Is that going to be there? No, it's not going to be there. He's able to escape like and finishes up his Necronomicon level 1. Looking for level 3 on that before he's going to be able to do anything with it. That is going to be really significant. But he has had command of that top jungle, taking it away from Lone Druid for a little while. I think Lone Druid is going to sit in that jungle now, though. He has 3,000. He should have his relic up, and is about 2,300 gold away from his Radiance. So he'll have to wait a little while for that. But it looks like Nature's Prophet needs his farm too, so jungle is going to be contested here. There are a lot, as I said, LGD have a lot of farm-intensive heroes. If they can get the farm up on them, though, they're going to be able to do just fine. But they're falling behind. Only Sylar has the farm, and Zhao and Chaos Knight are falling behind to Loda, Lycanthrope, and HY. So what does Loda have? Is he finished off his BKB? He bought the recipe, and he is going to get it if he gets this last hit right here. That should finish it up for him. There it is. BKB is going to be bought out from him. That finishes it off. Kind of interested to see why they purchase up their recipes first, which is interesting to me. Look at Lycanthrope. He's in this jungle right now, trying to go on Zhao. He's going to deal a good amount of damage to it. Necronomicon units are there. But he smartly backs himself away from this. Gonna chase, actually. Gonna force Nature's Prophet to TP himself back to base, which is just what he wanted to do. But now he's finding himself Sylar right here, gonna be having to go right onto him. And now Zhao is back in the action, and there is 2v1. He doesn't want to take that too much, but the bear dealing a good amount of damage to this top tier 1 tower. Trying to get away, and they're going to be able to give this one to them, but that is going to be it may not be a trade for the tier 2 tower. They have time to TP themselves in. They do a little bit of damage, but DDC is here, and they haven't actually. Yeah, now they're going to TP themselves away. Ice is actually going to get a good amount of farm right here. He's going to eat up all the Nature's Prophet. He's going to eat the creeps, and the wave is going to be pushed for him just to eat. I say eat. It looks like he just kind of eats them with his arms. Oh, damn it! I'm missing stuff in here in the middle lane, and Floda is going to go down to Chaos Knight, and oh no, it's going to be DBC is going to be able to finish off Freedom. Yeah, he's going to try to deny himself off to Roshan, but that's not going to be able to happen, and Lone Druid gets a kill on Shadow Demon. This is where Zenith needs to shore up their game, needs to play a little bit better, because LGD will take any advantage they can get, and that advantage right now is going to be Roshan. They're going to lose the tower for it. No, they're not. They're not going to lose the tower for it. It's going to be a free Roshan. There's nothing that Zenith can do about it. 2 support heroes down. And Venomancer is going to hit on Templar Assassin. He does eat the slow, but is able to get away. Roshan goes down to the Dire. Ice is continuing to farm. Level 2 Necronomicon. Is he going to need a BKB? BKB up on him would be a pretty good idea. That would negate the damage that can come out from Chaos Knight, as well as the damage that can come out from Lena. Sorry, not the Luna. Zenith splitting up right now. Templar Assassin trying to look to pick off someone, but LGD are playing a good game right here. They are together. They don't want to be picked off. She could pick off Lena. She could pick off Venomancer. So they're just planning to play a strong game of roaming together, making sure that they don't get picked off. That would not be good for them, but in turn that means that they can pick off heroes that they find. So we'll have to look to see if they're going to turn that around. He hasn't really been, he's only been killed once. Now the Radiance is now up on the Bear, so that's going to accelerate farm a bit for the Lone Druid. He may be able to come back from his deficit. He is actually 60 last hits behind, and I'm going to look at the gold net worth right now. He's 60 last hits behind. He's about 2k gold behind, just about, and the Bear is actually going to be focused down on right now. Venomous Gale is going to be popped off, and Nature's Prophet going to push him back, waiting for the creep wave to come in before they decide to continue with their push. And actually, they're not going to continue it. They are going to back off from this. They need to be able, Zenith really needs to be able to start controlling, keep their control on LGD. Make them defend towers like this. Keep them on the back foot so that they have to commit Sylar to some kind of farm and allow Lycanthrope to farm faster than Sylar. The Sylar can catch up, which he is starting to. Actually, yeah, now he is not quite so far ahead. He's only about 5 to go behind. Oh, there it is. That was not right. I guess it changes if your net worth changes if something goes on to the courier, and then as a level 3 Necronomicon finish up on Lycanthrope. Probably going to look for his BKB and then be a team fight presence, and they need to start taking down this. They could take down this middle tower right now if they team fight, but they really haven't looked for team fights just yet. Neither team really wants to take it, wants to risk that one. They really haven't set themselves up for it too well. We have LGD hanging around the middle lane here. I think that this is because Zenith keeps pushing them in. This is really what Zenith needs to do. And as I said, they need to control LGD's movements, and they're doing that by keeping them, keeping all the lanes pushed. That is really a strategy that's going to work for them. It's going to limit the amount that they can farm, and it should make for Zenith having a better terms of gold. But it's so Zenith is better in terms of gold, better in terms of experience right now. It's a different. Completely different from the last game, where it was quite the opposite. Quite the opposite. Letting this Lycanthrope through, it's going to remains to be seen whether or not he's going to be able to take the fight away from Lone Druid, who has just the Radiance still, and actually it looks like he bought something else. I don't know where the Bear is. There it is. There's the Bear. So he's got the Radiance, and I think he's got something else. Is that really all he's got? And I have to put on Directed for just a minute. Hello? Hi. No. Yep. Okay. Not really.
Radiant's middle
No, I don't
tower
really
is
like
under attack.
swimming much. Alright. Bye. Alright. I'm back here.
Dire's middle tower
Getting
is
phone
under
calls,
attack.
whatever. DDD is going to go down right here. They're going to try to take a team fight. That is not good for LGD. They're kind of losing out on this team fight loader here with the BKB popped off. Ice has to back away from the battle. Gem True Sight is down, but they're not going to be able to get it. Ice is going to be able to take themselves away. So it's a 1-for-1 trade, although that does spell things for LGD, meaning that they really do have to worry about this team fight that comes out from Zenith. They have a haste, Drum of Endurance, as well as the BKB being worked on from Chaos Knight. Once he gets that in about 400 gold, he's going to probably be a bit more hardy in terms of team fight. But that spells kind of good things for Zenith, that they didn't completely lose that under the tower. They do have an advantage in terms of towers, but it's only one. They would really love to get Roshan. That is not going to be up for quite a while, though. I'm not sure why HY is standing here by just scouting things out. And DD taking out that rune. He's got himself up another Gem True Sight, unless he picked that one up that was still on the ground. Here's the bear. Looking at a chainmail, so that's going to be a so Kuros for the bear, and they're going to go in on the bear, actually, trying to finish that one off before anything could happen. Is that a blink dagger I saw? Loda does have a blink dagger. And the bear gets out just in time, but we got these 2 points of damage. That is not going to be the end of him. And actually, the bear had to be respawned. They lost the bear, so there's 2 minutes without another spawn on the bear, which is a good thing for Zenith, because that means that he cannot just dive the bear for like 2 minutes at least. And we're just trying to get up farm, and what is Ice working on right here? He's got himself he's finished up the Necronomicon, got his Medallion of Courage. He's got a ton of gold right now. He is pulling away from Sylar. Templar Assassin is now purchased at the Black King Bar. The Chinese teams really love the Black King Bar because of the amount of protection that it gives them, and would definitely allow Templar Assassin to survive longer in fights, which she needs to do to be order to be more of a presence. She hasn't really been too much of one quite yet, I don't think. Still only with 1 kill, 1 assist, but hasn't died, which is good. And Black King Bar finished up on her, so. You have 3,000 gold up on Lycanthrope. That is buyback for him. I'm really not sure what the next item they're going to want on him. He has his power treads, and they are being really aggressive with their farming strategy on him. It is forcing LGD to farm up, to group up as one, and that limits the amount that they can farm. It's going to spread the gold more into the Radiant side's favor, as well as the XP, and they have to group up like this. So if Zenith can keep doing this, they're probably going to win out. Zenith playing a really strong game right now, making sure that they don't make too many mistakes. This would be the first lose for LGD if Zenith can pull it off. They're banking a lot on the Lycanthrope, though. I know Loda is doing a great job, but I'm not really sure how that's going to pan out later on into the game as the game goes on. Does have a good bash. Can focus the bear pretty well if he can keep getting bashes off on that one. Perhaps it might be like a heart or something. Make Lycanthrope just absolutely huge. They don't have Aegis of the Immortal on him. But I'm not exactly sure what build they're gonna go for. That would be next. A heart would give him a lot of extra damage and a lot of extra hit points. He already has. He's already up to about 200, and the lone druid he's really only got about 100, and the bear has about a little over 100 as well, around 130. So if lone druid can focus on someone like that, he'll be able to deal a good amount of damage and can out damage Lycanthrope. Actually, I didn't account for these guys who can deal. Yeah, so I think lone druid right now does not out damage Lycanthrope, but it all depends. But actually, the Radiance may change things a little bit. It's hard to say. But Ice is going to find the bear. Bear's going to be pulled back. They know where the bear is, but Zenith is in here in the middle of the jungle. Trying to look for a team fight. They have to wait for the initiation. I mean, Zenith could not initiate on that where they are standing right now. They're going to back off from it. Zenith is split up. This is not good. This is definitely not good for them. They're going to have to, Ice is going to have to pull off a good escape. He's popping off his ultimate to try to get away. He's going to be sprouted up. Come on, Quelling Blade. Quelling Blade, he's going to use it, going to get away, going to turn himself around, and that's going to pull themselves away. Oh no, but HY coming in here for bait. Going to finish off, picking off 2 heroes. Nature's Prophet, one more on. No, they're not going to be able to get away. He's trying to TP himself out, but he's not going to be able to get away. Pulled back, and he goes down. But yeah, let's have to get him tucked away. We have. I didn't even see who got in here. That is Freedom. He's going to take a little bit of damage, and he should be able to be finished off right now. LGD taking the team fight and winning it in time to Zenith. That's what I was saying. That was not a good team fight for Zenith because they were grouped up like that. They got a good. I mean, Templar Assassin did a great job of, wanking on just killing Nature's Prophet, but by yourself, you're really not going to survive that. So really, I guess what they're going to take Roshan now that they have a little bit of an advantage, and just the discipline that LGD has. And see, I really don't know what they were doing with that team fight. Lycanthrope was going to get away. I was pretty sure he was going to get away without Templar Assassin distracting them. And then having the rest of the team try to come up and take the team fight was also not a good idea. They just need to, Zenith needs to play a little bit stronger. Or they're just going to have too much of a problem. Continue with their farming game. Lone Druid has now caught up to Ice. He has finished up his Black King bar, which he was. No, he hasn't finished up the Black King bar. Looking for the recipe. He's still a little bit of ways away from that. Perhaps that is what they're waiting for. Before they decide to go in, Zenith needs to start making something happen. Needs to get a barrack, something like that, before LGD can start to push in. We have Black King bar up on DDC and Drum. So he's got 2,000 gold as well. It is hard to say. Hard to say where this game is going to be going. But I do know that Zenith has to make something happen. They cannot play on the back foot. Now it looks like LGD is starting to control just a bit of the movements on Zenith's side. And they do have the power that's going to allow them to split push. They're all the Zenith side is roaming around. They're trying to get some farm inside their jungle, but they do need to continue to push out lanes. Make sure that LGD is grouped up as one, so they cannot get the farm by splitting up. Let's continue. What is the XP? Yeah, the gold graph. XP graph drops. Gold graph dropped as well. So LGD turning things around, and what does the Lone Druid have right now? Even he's got. About 3,000 gold, finish up the Hyperstone, dangerously close to that Assault Cuirass. Getting that Assault Cuirass would spell different things for the team fights. Give Chaos Knight, allow him to hit faster, allow Lone Druid to hit faster, And I don't really think that Zenith quite have an answer for that. Don't have any other big items that I see. No, XY doesn't have a Bloodstone, just a Force Staff. Yeah, there's no other big items up right now. Just defensive items. Defensive BKBs. And Ice Ice Ice. He has his Black King bar, 600 gold after that one. But again, that's a defensive item, not an offensive one like the Assault Cuirass is. And it's just such a good item because it gives your entire team more attack speed. And that's going to be able to be used by Nature's Prophet. It's going to be able to be used by DDC. And if Nature's Prophet finishes off a Scythe of Vice, which he does, oh man, this is now the team fight is definitely going the way of LGD. They just have the offensive items. They have the items that they need. While the only thing that's going for Zenith is the farm that is available on Ice Ice Ice, which just isn't quite enough. Despite them having to group up like this, they've gotten a good amount of farm. I'm going to have to grab myself some food after this match because I am hungry. Casting makes me a hungry dude. This bottom lane is going to be pushed in right now, hoping that LGD has to come back and defend. I don't think they're going to expect to really take the tower as 4. If they can actually, I mean, if they can get a barracks, that would change things. They really need the barracks, and Ice 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 is traveling down. Perhaps they're going to commit to this one. LGD is here. They see that the wolves are going to be split pushing into the middle tower, attacking that one. Lycanthrope going to be back up to his jungle. Going to farm some more. I really think that Zenith is going to start losing out on this farming game. Nature's Prophet ultimate coming in here, and they're just going to have, they're not going to be able to initiate on this HY. HY is going to be found out right now. If they get a stun up on her, and they do, and she's not going to be able to get away from this. She goes down. This is the team fight that LGD has, and they've grouped themselves up as 5. They're going to continue to push this one. I expect this might be a barracks. Templar Assassin does have buyback, but even if she does buy back, too many hit points up on LGD's side, and the bear, the Lone Druid has a ton of armor. It is the KSA doesn't have as much armor, but still has a ton of hit points. I mean, yeah, and look how fast things are going down for this one. This is going to be a barracks if they don't defend. It doesn't look like they're going to. They're going to be split pushing. Someone is TPing up here top. They're going to hope that Nature's Prophet can defend just enough against Ice 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 that they can take the back out. Actually, they're backing themselves away from this. Don't want to lose a team fight. Actually going to backfire. So they take the tier 2 tower. They're not going to go for the barracks. Going to play it safe. And Zenith forcing them to come up in the top lane. And since they go, they have stun up now on Power. And oh my god, he just got eaten. That was the end of him. What the heck was that damage? I think it was the Necronomicon unit? Yeah, he got melted. They're just gonna back off from that. They can't fight. They don't want to take the entire team fight. They lost Templar Assassin and they got Chaos Knight from it, and they forced a buyback on him. That is gonna waste a bit of farm available on him. Send him down in terms of farm, and they're gonna put the German True Sight on him. Was Templar Assassin in there and I just didn't see? Or was it just the Necronomicon unit exploding that was able to do it? Or was that just how much damage the Lycanthrope could deal? I mean, what is that? 250 damage plus about 100 on these wolves, 120 on these wolves. So yeah, so Lycanthrope is pretty big, pretty massively gigantic, and LGD are going to chase him actually with a smoke. This may not be great thing. That may not spell great things for him. He cannot escape from this one. He's going to be in the middle here, and he's going to try to get away. He's going to get rooted actually inside of BKB. Still hard to take down even though, and he has to run himself away. He's going to be able to escape from the side, running up through the jungle. They're not going to have another stun that they can hit him with. But that was a really good route, but it just wasn't enough to. They don't have enough damage to stop him. Lycanthrope with a good amount of armor.
Regeneration.
Picks up a regen rune. And they're going to continue to split push. And actually Nature's Prophet goes down. I didn't even see that. You can see where he went down. And they really are just playing a chase the lycanthrope game, even though that Sylar has now out-farmed him. They're going to... Do they have the Assault Cuirass up on the bear? Give me the bear. Actually, he has the Assault Cuirass up and a Demon Edge. Ooh. Scary things with that Demon Edge. What are they going to be building on that? Is it going to be an MKB? Or are they going to go for the crits? We shall see. HY up in the top lane up here, pushing that one in. Got to finish up the Yasha. I wonder if she's going to go for a Santin Yasha to do some chasing action, or she's going to pick up a Manta Fowl to give her more of those side blades. But they really can't push in just with one hero. They just have to force LGD to move around the map while Lycanthrope comes in here. This is the strategy that they've been using the entire time. We have Lycanthrope coming in here and dealing a good amount of damage to the bear. Bear's melting away to Lycanthrope. He's dealing a ton of damage. Bear is going to be respawned 2 minutes before that bear is up, and Sylar has to back himself out. BKB is up. Nature's Prophet is here. Doesn't want to go down. He's going to try to block him out. Sprout misses. TP was just... cancel it out here from Ice, and he's going to try to run himself away. Oh no, we got the Scythe of Vice. That's going to hit him, and he's still trying to look to run away. He is running through the forest, He's taking a good amount of damage, though. Now we have a root up on him. This should spell the end of him. That is Lycanthrope that goes down. We have Loda coming in here on the back foot. He needs to TP himself out of here. He's not going to be able to force... He's not going to be able to get a kill this way, and Sylar is definitely not going to go down. The rest of the team is now here. Freedom goes down really quickly. They do take down Sylar. That's just going to burn the Aegis, though. And now XY is here, but going to be caught in the middle of 3 heroes, and just a 4 team fight coming out from Zenith. What are they thinking going in like this? Oh. I don't know what Zenith was thinking going in like that. That was just not a good decision. They only burn Aegis. Sylar is huge. The bear's got the Demon Edge and the Radiance. So much damage out on him. Plus the bear. And look at the amount of attack. The tower is just melting down. They lose another tower for this. They lost all their towers. Tower advantage now goes away of LGD. That controls the map. They should be able to keep Zenith on the back foot here. They're going to back themselves away now that they know that the heroes are back, but they're definitely able to take team fights, and Roshan is going to be up, and what they're going to do is just melt Roshan. Just going to melt him away. Zenith are back inside of their base. Lycanthrope is farming up outside here. He has only 2,000 gold, though. And here we go. He is here. He is here. And they're going to get the Aegis right back. And basically nothing lost. We have a smoke coming in here from Zenith. I think they know this is happening. They probably timed it well. I'm not going to be able to stop it before Aegis is out. And LGD is outside of the pit. And this is not a good initiation for Zenith. Zenith is going to initiate on. They're going to try to take a team fight right here. Zhao is going to go down really quickly. Nature's Prophet is down. Sylar is taking a ton amount of damage. Tyler goes down. Loda is finished off right now. Now we have DDC. DDC getting all of his health back. I think that was Cheese that was able to make him do that. Ice goes down. HHY goes down. HY goes down. Lone Druid had bought back into the game and gets a triple kill. They are going in for this. Actually, he didn't buy back into the game. It was Aegis that was burned, and he is just freaking huge. They're going to go in. This may be GG. It really just may be. We do not have buyback available on Lycanthrope, and that is the majority of their team fight. HY cannot buy back either, and they should be able to melt down this stuff. GG is going to be called even before the barracks goes down. That is the game. Zenith falls down to the losers bracket. LGD continues on to the winners bracket, continues their unwinnable streak. Great discipline from LGD, making sure that they continued with their strategy. The Lone Druid was just too much for Zenith to take care of, and a glorious victory goes away of LGD. So, I am Love is Dead, and I need to eat. So thank you anyone that was tuning in or tuned in via YouTube. I'm going to be signing off.